Heyo everybody, Haku here to talk about Little Witch Academia Episode 8, review it, everything like normal, but things are a day later than normal. Hey, maybe, depending on how long it takes me to edit, render, upload, and all that for all of these videos, maybe even later than a day late. But I'm hoping that this is up at least Tuesday, but either way, this was a pretty simplistic episode, and yet I have a lot of notes on it, seemingly a lot more than usual. So I'll go through them and try to make as much sense of them as I can as we discuss this episode. Just starting off, Sucy Abesto, her laugh at the beginning when she's making this magic energy drink or whatever was very funny. I thought it was funny too, how she was using Akko as her guinea pig all the time, but then decides to drink it herself because she's like, what if Akko gets all the powers? That'd be boring. So then in the morning she won't wake up, so Lotte, and Akko leave her. Man, why did I just got stuck in a loop there for a second. But then after class, Sucy is still asleep and she's surrounded by mushrooms now. So Lotte brings up that it may be something called sleeping witch sickness, which apparently happens when there's sort of an overuse of magic, or the magic that you have just gets really, really exhausted and kind of just knocks you out, really. So they were like, we need to have a sacrifice go in to her body and wake her up from the inside. So, of course, Akko, one of the funniest scenes when the spell is just to knock Akko straight in the side of the head, was very, very funny. And then the OST when she first enters the inner mushroom world of Sucy, that OST was really nice. I enjoyed it. We get to meet the devil and angel Sucys, which were very funny, continuing throughout the episode. Then all the other ones, like the slothful Sucy, impatient Sucy, the one that loves mushrooms too much. Some fan art to be had. And of course, just the random ones like the plastic surgery Sucy, where her face was changing into different robot shapes and stuff, and there were a bunch of references like Jedi and stuff like that. The alpaca Sucy was one of the funniest ones to me when she they were like, oh, that's the Sucy whose dream is to spit on everything. Then, oh my gosh, I lost it at the one Sucy getting arrested by the Sucy cops. That was so good. And then the Sucy court basically sentencing all the basic bitch Sucys to death was very funny as well. So Akko gets taken to be executed also, and we have the Pyramid Head Sucy executioners. And just the crowd of them when Akko saved them, just sort of the yay, just the monotonous cheering was very funny as well. There are just so many good gag scenes with all those Sucys. That's what pretty much this episode was. It was just a continuous string of gag scenes, not really anything for the plot, honestly, but it was just very funny. It was a funny episode of anime. Then we have Lotte is still just watching them as the mushrooms start to overtake her. Then they're at the movies and they're all just Sucy's viewpoint of, say, Diana or Akko. And then I actually got feels when they started going through her, the movie was the version of when she first met Akko. Then we see that the mushrooms start overtaking the school from her memories, and then Monster Sucy is born. They do a chase all the way to the real Sucy's room, and it's pretty much a huge Sleeping Beauty reference, down to the sword and shield, the dragon Sucy, everything was a huge Sleeping Beauty reference. And then, of course, Sucy dodges the kiss, and that's how she ends up waking up. And Akko wakes up back at the start, but it's like one of those just normal cartoonish cliffhanger endings where it's did it all happen or did none of it happen? Who knows? So yeah, it was just a fun episodic. I mean, it was kind of a filler episode. I mean, there was no real plot involved here for the overall story, but I still thought it was good. I still thought it was just a fun episodic magic adventure, which is really all the show is trying to be. So I mean, it did what it's trying to do. So yeah, it was a bit cartoony. That was about it, but it was really cool. And let me tell you, a world full of Sucys would be paradise. So yeah, to give it an actual score, I went through all these notes really, really quickly. But yeah, to give it an actual score, I'd give it 7.5 Mushroom Worlds out of 10, I suppose. But yeah, it was really, it was 7.5 out of 10. It was good. I really enjoyed it. But it wasn't this like huge artistic deal. It was just a really fun, good episode of a show. And that's really all it needs to be, honestly. So either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Real quick, I'll say like if you like it, comment down there, tell me what you thought of the episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Little Witch Academia and a ton of other anime and stuff on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff as best I can, really. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching. Sorry it's up a day late, and I'll see you all next time.